It's in the game.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Love. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Wide open downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds a man by himself. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back quarterback on the move. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
With the catch, it's Tate. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now from inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Starts to scramble to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Rushes on him. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The 50. At the 30. The 10. And he will roll. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pauly. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Spits it out to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Open space at the 25. Oh, what a cut! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Handoff from the gun. It's a fumble on the play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
pitches to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get first downs like this and they've moved the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. To the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Fields. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage.
Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. He wants to go deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question the way the quarterback was going for that. Nice job.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the community.
Wide open on the right. Lowers those pads. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Shoots it to the left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, that's That's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Hines is back in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got...
Turning it on!
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fat.
A shot toward the end zone. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. Looking for room at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Pressure coming, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Gets away from one, finds room. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Okay, ready? We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Pauly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snaps. Yeah, they're all out there, and they're exhausted, and they're tired, but they are still fighting, and they're able to come away with that takeaway.
And an unbelievable takeaway because of the time in the game. This is a tie game late in the ball game. My team needs a takeaway. We need to do something. Otherwise, they're going to milk this clock, go down the field, try to score. Now we flip the script. Now we got the ball with a chance at a tie game to go win this thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner.
There he goes! The 40, at the 30, 10, touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. to throw on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jason.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it on the outside, it's Tate.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout. So there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Motion from the wide receiver. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the...
A shot toward the end zone. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Last chance coming up. Using his feet to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it